I want to take a different approach today. Okay, my approach today is very simple. All right, I know you sit there, you got your tablet, your pen. If not, go run and go get it again. Now, we're going to understand what I want to actually do with you. Okay, we can call me the Godfather credit. All right, the bottom line, I built 60 billion of credit, maintain and obtain 2.2 billion in real estate myself through corporate structure. I believe I can make anybody a millionaire, but only a corporation, never you. You will never be a personal millionaire, period. You're going to learn that corporation can be the millionaire because we have a problem. If we, the people, receive money, it's tax, 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 and probate when we're dead. That's how it works. The time of death at the hospital is for the state and federal government to see if they can go get our goodies. So I want to teach you how to rebuild your life, if that's okay. I'd like to basically today is like fire you and hire me because that makes sense. But what happens today is you've been learning a lot of crap, the only way I can say it. Or maybe your friends, family, whatever it is. All I can do is tell you the truth. I'm the guy that helped create the system behind the scenes. In other words, I'm training Ken Yarber in the 80s, all right, and 90s, what needs to be done through the credit system. The way it was set up in the first place. Tracking inquiries to make sure you rip off the banks. So the bottom line is in front of you. You know, the NACB, National Association of Credit Bureaus of America, I became the #1 consultant worldwide. We can have fun today if you want, but it's up to you. I'd like you to take a picture right now, if you would, please. Now, I'm online 6 days a week, all right? Understand this, 6 days a week, it's live. Today we have this class. Tomorrow morning, you can actually go to a class at 7 o'clock all through the day if you want to. But I can't send you the information unless you basically take a picture here and scan it and give me permission. I need permission to send you the invite, the tag, and the online so you can play with me some more. So there's rules and tools that keep changing every year about can you text, can you call, can you do these things. So if you want to stay connected to specials and things that I'm doing in events, you're going to have to take a picture, scan it later today, give me permission to be able to contact you. Because if you don't like me, then I'm not going to like you. Kidding. I like everybody. I'm here trying to change the world. If the devil shut up, I'd help him. But again, here's our problem. Not everybody likes you and everybody likes me. It's the way it works. When you help 33 millionaire people, 33 millionaire become millionaire people. All right, 32 billionaires, kind of fun. See, what happens is it's not easy. You have to fight through the pain. You today did the same thing today, yesterday, and the day before because you're habit forming. Until you make some changes, you're going to have basically the same old thing again and again. So hopefully you took your picture of that today. The ultimate goal is live. This is live. You can ask questions. I can turn on the mic for you. But the thing we have to understand for you is what are you trying to do for you? I watch all these things on social media all the time. And what happens, I see a lot of blah, 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 blah. And they have all these big events, like I used to. But my big events were different. I didn't show all these people, what they did for their story. I showed exactly what you could do. So my events is going to show you rules and tools, step by step, what I can do for you. When you hear these big events going blah, 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 and all these famous people go up and tell the story, about the third story, you're kind of going, what? Hey, what are you going to do for me? Today is what am I going to do for you? Tab and a pen time. Now, I'm hoping we're on TikTok today, too. I forgot to ask that question before I started the broadcast today. But they're over in the corner. The engineer's going to say, wait, all right, we get to play that game, too. Now, how did I get the name of the Godfather credit? Well, I've been on KNX radio almost 50 years. Melinda Lee, I came on her show. I had my own radio show as well with George Putnam years ago. And she said, you must be the Godfather credit. I hear you build billions of dollars. That's how I got the nickname. And it's kind of stuck ever since then. But when you build 60 billion of credit, it's fun. Here's 12 million. You see, what you got to realize is you're afraid of credit. Most of you screwed it up. You don't understand it, so it terrorizes you. It makes you frightened because you don't know which way to go. And your friends and family, they don't know dilly squat, in my opinion. That's just what I'm going to tell you today. So what do we get to do? Let's think. You take pictures of everything, videos. Like, you don't pay attention to everything you take pictures of in the first place. I don't believe you ever look at it again and again. I'd like you to take pictures when I ask you to today, if you would, please. Because why? I want pictures that count, the ones you need the most. That's our goal. Now, let's understand. I'm a person that wants to create every goal and achieve it. As a little boy, being born in a taxi, and my mommy threw me in a trash can kind of sucks. Being with Mrs. Hope, the she devil of hell, being used and abused, that sucked too. You see, what I realized is my family were billionaires. They didn't want me. So I wanted to prove them wrong. I got my first billion at 21, by the way. 2.6 billion at 26. So the reality is you can accomplish every goal you want if you want to. There's me in 1981. I don't understand why people say white men can't jump. In 1981, they held the record for the highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. That's only 13 feet, by the way. Oh, it's impossible. I've been the impossible since the day I was born in the friggin' taxi. But I like goodies. You like goodies? Here's your problem. You're trying to get rich. These silly people on TikTok or Google and YouTube going, I'm rich, I'm rich. Stop. They're not rich. If they were rich, they'd have no money because the IRS would take it all in tax. So let's understand what I learned as a very young kid. I'm 8.5 years old. I sold seeds, clackers, mojars all weekend. I came home on Sunday to count my money. I got 52 bucks. Wow, look at me. That mean woman grabbed my money. You're paying rent. Paying rent? What the blank? 8.5 years old. I'm told by these mean people I'm going to pay rent. That kind of sucks. I didn't have a childhood. I had to live in hell. But I went out of it as fast as I could. So understand what I do. Here's the problem. I believe today you basically listen to a bunch of silly people, and the reality is you kind of screwed up your credit, and I believe your biggest problem is you. I'd like you to fire yourself and hire me. Why? Today you're going to drive down the busy street. You're going to see a Wendy's restaurant. Why don't you ask yourself, why don't you own the damn thing? You're going to see a Jack in the Box, storage unit, apartment complex. See, the car wash, the laundry. I wrote books on all these things. Me, I looked at rich and famous people as a kid, and I understand how they play the game to win. So I want to own it all. I want to be the bank. So I want you to think about something today. Today we're going to teach you how to rebuild your life and live and enjoy. And then we're going to teach you how to plan. And when you die, you're going to plan to die too. See, I need to repackage you. This is my last and final year of this 6 days a week. I made my promise to my wife 3 years ago that I wouldn't do 6 days a week, and I kind of broke my promise. She's Colombian. And Colombians are crazy, by the way, if you don't know this. And she says, guess what? I love you, honey, but you want to live any longer? You're not going to break that promise anymore. Next year, I'm going to travel a lot with her on a business trip. Now, I'm still going to broadcast, but not 6 days a week. That's kind of crazy. But I've done it for 49 years. The only Saturday I believe I took off is during the coma. All right, then I died in 2009, and on Christmas Day. So let's talk about your goodies. You're not going to have anything by the time I'm done with you. You're going to have nothing, nothing, nothing. Why? Because why would you be dumb enough to put it in your name? Somebody's going to try to sue you and screw you up anyway. You see your friends and family, some have done that already, right? But the problem in this world today is half the people are freaking lazy. Every Lamborghini out of the 21 car collection of Ferraris and goodies, they're not mine. They're not mine at all, but I got the keys, the helicopter, the 3 yachts, the race boats, the motorcycles. Why would I put something in my name? Because every time I turn around, sorry, I was going to say shitheads wants to take it away. I'm trying not to say that, but they're just turds in the bowl. Properties. For me, I never had a house. I never felt comfortable as a kid. I moved 24 times by the time I was 11.5 years old. It kind of sucked. Watts, Torrance, Long Beach, and all these great areas. When I built my first mansion in Nelligill, California, by the way, I was 16 years old. It's only 12,000 feet. It even says Ray's Manor to this day. You see, I wanted to have money because it paid the bills, and that's what I did. I made my first million at 14 and a half. I know it's not possible. I've been the impossible since the day I could walk, it seems like. I can remember when I was almost born. I got told to recall on a lot of things. It's kind of freaky, too. But I ended up rhyming all the time, talking with hands. When I was a kid, they said I was retarded. I just thought they were stupid. So today, I want you to pay attention. All right, my name is Ray Reynolds. I'm the godfather of credit. I can rebuild your life, and I can put you back on check, and I can get you past go if you listen and you do what you're told to do. But if you don't, go back to the same damn rerun you've been having all week or most of your life. See, the rerun sucks. I think we're tired of looking at the Lucy show. What do you think? When I created Winning the Game of Business, it was 1976. I already brought in my first $100 million by that time, by the way. Just having fun. I turned it like a chess game. Now, today we're going to talk about you and understand what that means. Today we have a problem. The problem if half of you, if not all of you, have credit, that sucks. It sucks. Your credit limit on your cards are crappy, $300, $500, $5,000. So let's understand what I want to do with you. This is an analyzation. This man started at 479. For what? 79. All right, basically he wanted to do, now he's got a bankruptcy. He's got collection items, bankruptcy and collection. All of it's still crap, but we shot him up to a 700 score, 155 points. Now, how do we do that? That's called a rapid rescore, rapid refresh. So what does this mean? Back in the 70s, I created a formula that was kind of rapid rescore for mortgages and all kinds of stuff, and rapid refresh. It helps bring the scores up, and away. When I'm training Ken Yarborough for TRW Experian, or you put things in the system that made sense for people. Unfortunately, no one wanted to teach you. That's the thing that sucks. Bankruptcy, okay? From there, I look at the bankruptcy, it was 4 or 5 years ago. Here's the thing about bankruptcy, it's the automatic stay. Federal protection. I don't understand, I'm sorry to say, I don't understand stupid. It makes no sense to me, it drives me insane. It's like someone scratching a chalkboard. See, a bankruptcy is automatic stay, federal protection. What did it say? Federal protection. Why didn't this person seal their damn record? Because they're allowed to. Now they told us. You see, the problem about bankruptcy, it sucks. Which type? There's 6 of them, 6 types of bankruptcy. Then you look at debt consolidation. Well, debt consolidation, consumer credit counseling that was on all the credit bureaus for over 25, 30 years was great because it worked through nonprofit. By the way, that was my company. So what do? I got collection crap. All right, I got bankruptcy on this person. He got an inquiry, he violated. You shouldn't have been doing that anyway, but okay. No one basically, said anything about it. I should have, but I didn't. I popped him a card today from the same company he screwed up. So let's understand. I have, all right, 7 dashboards. I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. Just like a Credit Karma, just like Experian, I'm an affiliate. And I've been like that for 40 years, helping people like you. So if you want your score to go up, and away, we're not going to do that credit repair thing because that's a fraud. We're not going to lie. We're going to do verification, validation. That's the way it needs to be done. We might even have to negotiate a debt or two. This is basically a 639 someone else, now an 828. You see, on your credit reports, you have a graph that goes up, and away. I don't know if you understand that. That's your heartbeat. You actually have a heartbeat of your credit. But again, someone has to teach you how to do this the right way because, I'm sorry, I don't see anybody teaching or preaching like I do on this planet anyway. I don't know anybody who does online 6 days a week in classes all Saturday in every topic that I do for you. I just want you to pay attention. See, my goal was very simple. I wanted to show everybody all the goodies, and that's what I did for years. Here's the millions and billions, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and mansions. I never told you the story. All you saw was the end results. In 2009, dying in a coma, I get to come back. I guess that was God's plan to let me show people how to rebuild it from zero again. Then I had to tell the story. It was embarrassing for me because it's none of everybody's business what I go through. I'm a private person. I stay to myself. I don't like people. I've never liked people my whole life. Unless I'm teaching or preaching, I'm going to not talk to you. I'll say, always good. That's about it. But that's just me. Always good. So today, we're going to talk about 3 things right away. Oh shit day, oh shit week, oh shit year. Sorry, I just got to say it that way because this is the way it is. So what do we get to do? I believe we've been falling like ducks and sheep. That's the problem. You see, there's time. We should write down time, money, and credit. Time, money, and credit. When you don't have the money, you need the credit, and you don't have either one, you run out of time. And then you have an oh shit day. You lose your job today, oh shit. Or who am I going to tell my wife and my kids? I'm going to hide it to myself because I'm a man. I got to man up. How's that up? I'm not going to tell them right away. I got to figure this out. Go get in a job. All of a sudden next week I don't have a job. What am I going to do? Oh shit, week. Problem is at the end of 8 months, and when you have that up and down show, your choice is you're in the results. 8 months later, you're backed in the corner. You can't feed the kids. You got the house, the car, and it's really oh shit day. All right, day, week, month, and year. And all of a sudden, what do? Your problem with you drug your credit. In other words, you didn't listen. You didn't learn rules and tools. And what did you do? You took that shitty credit, you drug it on for 3 to 6 years. You see, the science behind it that I created was nobody would hurt their credit and bring the pain home. I didn't have a family. I have no idea what mommy and daddy and uncle and grandma would be. Everybody talks about it. Hell, that's on TV. It is so foreign to me, I have no idea. All right, I never had a Christmas or a birthday till I got married, and my beautiful wife gave me one. And now when she buys me something, I feel guilty. It sucks. I want it out of hell. Maybe you can relate a little bit too. Your problem is you. Sorry. You got to go back to basics. We need to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. You have 8 months before oh shit, and that's the way it works. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. You see, you got an emergency today. What did you do? The first thing you did is you jacked up your wrong cards. You jacked up your credit. Write it down. All cards fluctuate. Write it down now. All cards fluctuate. You need a sticky to dummy proof it. But the reality is these two don't fluctuate at all. I saw that problem 18 years ago, if you pay attention. So all cards fluctuate. That means you picked the wrong card. When you have a $10,000 card, which none of you probably do, 10,000, you get to use 29%. That's the only way it works. That's 29 what? $100. If you go to 3,000 on 10,000, you dropped your score. That's how I designed the system back then too. So the difference is when you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get anymore. You backed yourself and family in a corner. To me, it's like, I want to scream at people and say, what the hell are you doing? Why would you do that? Then my wife says, honey, nobody's like you. All right? Don't forget that. They don't understand the rules and tools. Then why the hell not? Because no one taught them, because nobody wants to teach them. So my wife's kind of like my sounding board. So if you jacked up the wrong card, you dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more, because you used the wrong damn card. These don't fluctuate. They used to be due at the end of the month. Then I push as an affiliate. They have a POT, write down POT, paid over time limit. So that means it's $100,000 paid over time limit. It's revolving, and then it doesn't fluctuate ever, and it's up to $1 million. See, these don't have a heartbeat. The other cards do. So if you don't listen to me, go back to your damn rerun. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. No one teaches what I teach. God gave me the ability to help people, and that's what I've tried to do most of my life. But it's up to you. You see, what we have to do when we have the oh shit day, week, month, or year, increase our credit limits. We have to increase the limits before we screw them up. That's the goal. We have to turn around and think about analyzation. I've literally analyzed over 50 million people, telling them their investigation sheet. I want you to let me analyze your credit for you. I'd like to be on the phone for an hour with you. I'd like to tell you exactly what you need to do and just follow through, and I'll guarantee it. And don't worry, I carry a $2 million bond as well. So the difference is if I don't help you, you get your money back anyway if you paid anything. But I've helped 4 generations so far. Next year will be the 5th generation for 50 years. It's time that I take and go on that business trip with my wife and my kids. But again, what do? The goal for you is to understand common sense. We'll sell it in a bottle. You need 100,000. That's the bottom line. Here's 50,000. Would you like 2 of these? Here's what I want to do. I want to get you 8 to 10 credit cards that are 10,000 each. That way you can balance that 29% easier. Now let's understand the science behind this, science. If I have $100,000 of credit and I use 29% utilization, which usually the average person's in debt $29,000, that means you have $71,000 of safety. What does $71,000 do for you and your family? It pays your bills, gets you in that bad time. See, bad days, weeks, months, a year don't last forever. Life is like a roller coaster, like that credit line. You're measured by your what? Social Security number and your credit score. So now we have to understand how to go get more. But again, that's what we get to do. And there goes that rhyming thing I end up doing for you. Ay, stop it. I can't, sorry. You see, it's like cutting the crap out. I ask people, how much do you waste every other day? And it's like $50 to $100. I don't waste money. I never have, okay? I don't like buying anything unless it's a necessity or it's a good write-off. That's just me. I don't like spending money. Corporation. A corporation's a legal person. Let's write it down. The world's confusing everybody. I'm rich, stop. Oh, you get an S-corp, you get taxed, stop. You got so many idiots. This idiot with a cowboy hat on TikTok, I'd like to take him outside and kick the shit out of him. Will I say that out loud? You're not allowed to anymore. He's an idiot. He's confusing everybody. So is the other guy, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. These people aren't rich, damn it. Their corporations might be rich, but they're telling you they're rich. I mean, come on. They're training the people the wrong way. A corporation's a legal what? Person. Now the division process. I had a problem in 1984. 1984, I got a letter in the mail saying I have to pay $800 to $1,000 per corporation in California. Now I have a bunch of Shakey's pizzas, 31 flavors, Subways, okay, donut stores, shopping centers, and condos. I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff, okay? And I don't want to pay $1.2 million a year for franchise tax fee. I asked a question to Sacramento, California, could I create an entity under the corporate umbrella and not pay franchise tax fee? They said create a farm or modify one. It got approved and it's approved for all 50 states. Division process was born in 85, 86. So you don't have to put your name on it, but we'll explain that some more too. Maybe sometimes I should slow it down and explain it to you slowly because you're stubborn. You're bullheaded. You know everything. That's why I sit in a $10 million mansion and you sit in what? Blah, blah, blah. That's not mine. It belongs to an estate. See, I'm not dumb enough to put anything in my name. But someone said it's worth 12. I don't care what it's worth. It's not mine. I don't have anything. You sue me, you can't screw me up. It's just life. Now, understand, every time there was a problem, and I went to the grown-ups, to the experts, all I got back was, I thought they were as stupid as could be. When I grew up, they were real stupid. This is a $100,000 card, 100,000 POT. What do we get to do? Let's understand something today. It's pretty simple. 100,000, and here's the division cards. Every card I get for you, if you allow me for the corporation and division, I can take that corporate card and multiply for each division. So if I have a corporation with 9 divisions, parent company, there's $1 million of credit. Why would anybody be, stupid enough to steal money from their family and credit? It's not stupid, it's just we all do stupid. See, we watch funniest videos because they're all doing stupid. So we can relate to that. Hopefully we can understand that too, don't take it personally. So our goal would be very simple. I liked to look at things around when I was a kid. I got dropped off Redondo Beach Pier by Mrs. Hope every morning at 6:30. I was 3 when she started to do this till I was 9. She'd roll down that window and say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. Her eyes went red. I think I'm dealing with the devil. Run over to the pier, Redondo Beach Pier, Marina del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, Rat Beach. I sold off the pier, got caught. He grasped my hand, I thought he was going to throw me off the pier. All I can remember him saying is, boy, that's how he said, boy, you taking my trash, I'll call the police. What should I do? See, life to me is a journey, but it's an education. Okay, it doesn't matter, I got 3 PhDs and a master's in engineering. By the time I was 22, do triple major, because any ding-dong can go to school and memorize the answers and do the test. You learn life by doing life when it kicks your ass. 19 years old, my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis. Hey, Bob, you want to invest in a storage unit with me? How much? Why not? So I learned one thing as a kid looking at magazines and where I was raised on the streets. You didn't have a trash can, kind of sucks. All these people had money, they have an auto income. And I called it auto income. So when you drive down the street today, you see that storage unit, the laundromat, the car wash, the Wendy's, the Taco Bell, the Jack in the Box. Kick yourself in the ass, and ask yourself, why the hell don't you own it? See, you have wasted $50,000 in your life so far and pissed it away. All you had to do is get some damn corporate credit and finance it anyway. Your problem is you. You should fire yourself and hire me. I'll do a better job. I'll even guarantee it. My father-in-law got $17,350 a month, so did I. The corporation absorbed the money, no taxes due till we're profitable. So whatever corp you have today, we're gonna do it my way if you want. These people, the cowboy hats and the blah, 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 I created $60 billion in credit, maintained $2.2 billion in real estate, okay, and the ultimate goal, all right, $2.6 billion in 26. Is that okay? We play my way for a while? Because I think your way sucks. Is that okay to say the truth? So let's understand before the next time, let's repackage you. Because this is the last final chance you get this year that I'm on 6 days a week. Okay? So let's understand. We have a problem. Today, oh shit happens every day, every week, and every year. Will you be prepared the next time? If you allow me to repackage you, I bet you we can get there. Me, I hit the light with my head and my foot. If I could touch it, I could kick it. It's not possible. They would line up at the YMCA 12, literally, all right, these lockers. I'd jump over all 12 at the same time. Laguna Hills Mall, we took these 12 cops on their motorcycles in front of the JCPenney's, and I flew over there and jumped two and broke 2 pieces of wood and bricks at the same time. Not this phony paper wood you see they use on, AGT and this other crap. We use real half-inch wood. Pop! That's the goal. This phony crap, that's just what you get today, in my opinion. The mindset is if I can touch it, I can kick it. When I was 12, I created something because it made sense to me. If I could see it, I could believe it, I could go get it. I ended up seeing visions as a kid, try to explain that and thought I was even more stupid. See it, believe it, go get it. So the reality is if I see it, I can believe it, pray, go get it, and that's what it works. You could try the same thing, it would probably work for you too. If we start to think today and use our brains, those things that God gave us, whatever you believe in, that's up to you. There's 38 steps to reach a goal. That's all it takes. 38 steps. There's no more than that. Give me the goal, I'll give you the 38 steps. Simple. But we, the people, have to hear it 8 times. The only way we can master something is hear it 8 times again and again. As we apply knowledge, someone has to answer your questions. This is why I always felt I had to, or I was obligated, or my responsibility was to be there for people to help them. Someone said years ago that I was paranoid because I was afraid to lose my shit. Hell yes. The other thing, since you don't have a family, you look at your clients as being the family. Join the club, whatever. Well, I don't know about that one, but that's what they said. What do we do? I don't know. Auto income. I didn't know what to call it. Maybe I screwed it by calling it auto income, but I'm not going to change it after all these years. I got 22,000 payphones by the time I'm 17 and a half years old. $300 as an average income. That's $6.6 million a month. It's a numbers game. I got 19 houses, put them into divisions. What did I do? Separate liability. All I knew is people were meaner on the 1st and the 15th as a kid. Your goal today is very simple. Would you like $5,000 a month? I got a client yesterday. I want $100,000. Stop, slow down. I push my clients. I don't yell. I just get very firm with them. You will do it my way or I won't play with you. That's how it is. I said, let's focus on $3,000 a month, $5,000, and let's build it up to 10. Then let's get another division again and again and do it again and again. See, there's a science behind the madness. I don't want you to ever be rich. I want your corporation to receive $100,000 a month. Then I want to multiply it to 100 million. Is that okay? See, the reference of 3 times 5, I invented that process, being a consultant for banks for 29 years. And I've taught more rich and famous people how to do that over the years as well. It's called winning the game of business. It's a game because we want to play. And when we play a game, we don't try to cheat. Unless you're a cheater when you play cards or something. But again, it's up to you. I was actually told in Vegas, because my wife and I were there to see Celine Dion twice. All right, sit down at the roulette table in the poker game. I get to play blackjack. I'm not a gambler. I don't like to really do it, so I'm just screwing around. The lady came back after about an hour. She says, do you count cards or something? I said, why? Is that against the law? I was asked to leave. Oh well. Now, I wanted to create something called Books for Dummies. See, I don't think people are stupid. I think they follow stupid and they get stuck, get you past go. But that was already taken, by the way, so I created the Millionaire's Founders Kit. So here we have 12 books, 12 CDs, 1 per month for 12 months, and you have a blueprint of success. I learned the word blueprint when I was a little boy from Joanne off Delane Street. She's a NASA certified engineer in Apollo 9, 11, and 13. All she ever talked about is blueprint, so that's what I was looking for. So what do we get to do? Well, let's see. The Millionaire's Founders Kit is what's called the blueprint of success. I've had to tell other people quit using because I own the trade name, trademark, and copyright. Okay, but again, what do we do? Now, I'd like you to get out your cell phone. Your problem is you, and I want to say how to correct you a little bit. Is that okay? Today, we're going to take a corporation. Maybe you have one, and if not, I'll give you one for free. Corporations are free in all 50 states. I don't know why people spend thousands for a piece of paper and don't learn diddly squat. That's kind of stupid as well, too. What do you think? So what do? We take a credit card, gold or platinum, either one, and we basically get 9 more cards. See, it's 100,000 times 10. Is that $1 million? The answer is yes. There's only 10 cards to get in this planet anyway that are worth a darn. The rest suck, in my opinion. So if we create a $1 million corporation, that means the corporation becomes a management company. And then now every one of these is a different function. Your goal should be 3,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, 100,000, and build it up to $1 million. In 2007, 8, and 9, I got to $1 million a friggin' day. People would basically wire $100,000 for me to build $1 million of credit all the time. That's 10%. It's kind of fun. So guess what? I said it the other day a couple of times, and now the other guy going, blah, 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 he's rich, and now he says it too. I wish he'd create his own goodies. He's one of my clients anyway. Years ago, how do you think he got started? So what do we do to play? Okay. Now, it's called financial freedom. Here's where you take your picture. Here's where you're going to print it in color, laminate it, put it as your screensaver, phone and computer, put on your refrigerator, put on your desk at work. There's where you screwed up. Understand? Every day you drive by your opportunity, you don't even know it. You never thought about it. Why didn't you think who owns a Wendy's, storage unit, laundromats, dry cleaning, car wash? Why didn't you think, all right, you should own a piece of this well? It's up to you. So the reality is, now here's the truth. If you name a corporation after you, I call that stupid. If you name it what it does, that's double stupid, okay? And if it actually does business, that's called triple stupid. Let me prove my point. Bank of America parent company has bankrupt 8,000 locations called branch numbers. Chase, 6,000. U.S. Bank, 3,000, okay? Wells Fargo, over 22,000. They're the most indicted bank on the planet. So what happens is they bankrupt locations called branch numbers through tax ID and keep the assets and write off on their taxes. But we're we the people. See, your problem is you let yourself be the duck in your corporation. You know, you might as well walk around going quack, quack, bah, all day long. That's kind of stupid, you think? Maybe you can relate. So now you need 100,000 of credit. You see, I told you need 100,000 for personal business. What does this mean? If we take 100,000 of credit, these are trade lines. No, these are credit lines. I don't believe in trade lines. They're fraud. See, these are 150s. I can write a check. Here's 100,000. If I take money from a line of credit or a card, what do we get to do? We get to put so much in an escrow. See, escrow is where no one can kind of screw you over. Sorry, is there any way I can say it today? It's because most people have felt the pain of friend and family ripping them off. Hopefully you took your picture. What do we get to do? I started a club called the Puppet Master Club 40 years ago. I think everybody should be a puppet master. What does this mean? If you join the Puppet Master Club, that means you're getting auto income. You're not running a business. Now, here's a nice lady. Her name is Linda. Linda basically became a client in 1986. She joined my program that went nationwide called Eagle's Nest. I'm teaching nonprofit to everybody, okay? She spent $2,000. It's $26 a month. She financed the class and everything else and wrote it off on her taxes. She got the Hyatt Hotel last year and converted it to the Blueprint Apartments. So if you need to basically check it out, take a picture, scan it, all right, listen to Linda tell you, all right, how I made her $1 million or more than 5 times. Kind of fun. But just that one project there is $27 million. So if you want to play the right way, you're stuck with me. Shaq, I believe he's a puppet master. Winning the game of business. Warren Buffett's a puppet master. This is me in front of 2 of the buildings, part of the $2.2 billion of real estate at the time, and 2 cars out of the 21 car collection. So what do? That's 1,013 divisions, by the way. Winning the game of business. So what did I do? 84. All right, they told me to create a form or modify one. This is the fictitious business name statement. In 84, it said husband, wife, and partner. That's all it said. So let's understand, because later on I'm going to show you 17983 of Chapter 18. Your corporation is going to have a division, because I said so, and it's going to be number 4A. One of my corporations is going to be number 4. So in other words, in an escrow, I'm going to put money in. You're going to put money into the escrow. I don't want the money. I don't touch the money ever. You're going to close an escrow. Your goal would be, do you want 25% of a Wendy's, or 50 or 75, or maybe a Jack in the Box, or maybe a storage in an apartment complex? You see, while people are gathering up money in these hedge funds, everything else, I put you in business. I train you to be the puppet master. I train you to become the bank. Your goal is to decide how much would you like per location. It's up to you, all right, as we play this game to what? Win again and again. I've done this since 1987 for clients. Please understand that if you want to play, but it's up to you. Now, what do? We get you ready for an escrow. We have to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, corporation division process, daisy chain credit, all kinds of things we do. Then we're ready for an escrow. You don't steal from your family. You don't do an SBA loan and hawk your house and all that stupid things most people do. No, thank you. So let's get you through an escrow. Today is our final cutoff because of one thing. I'm almost sold out anyway. See, today is August 1st. August 1st, the ability to understand we just started another month. July is over. It's time to get off your ass, and let's run and let's accomplish a goal. Now, I give different pricing. Understand something. I have call centers. I have a specialist, and when they sell something, they get to make their base and commission. That's great. On a webinar, I actually basically give a discount a little different, but it's up to you. And if you're worth a specialist already, then I split the whatever with them anyway. I want them happy, because if they don't get a piece of the action, they complain like a bunch of babies anyway. That's just the way it is. We got to make them happy. Now, here's the thing, okay? I do coaching of your business. That's fine. A year, that's $30,000. That's $300,000 credit back to you. 10 times your investment. That's what I've always done for everybody. Now, if I'm doing a partnership coaching, it's different. It's every other week, and then basically how you position yourself, you're going to go to what's called the boot camp, and they call it the summit. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's make this list right here, okay? You'll need $100,000 of personal credit, $100,000 of business credit, subdivisions, blueprint call with me for an hour, and you'll need basically 12 months of coaching. See, when you get to escrow, you're going to need someone that will hold your hands even more, and that's what I do. I get people for the last 40 years calling again and again in generation. See, one thing about me, I never screwed anybody over. Now, you do see those 12 turds from last year that I had to sue for $100 million. I got an email yesterday. It said, F you. You didn't do nothing. Sir, let me pull your file. Let me see what I can do. Sir, I got your credit to 700 and you jacked it up, went after 3 cards and crashed your wrap and screwed up my whole program. So you violated the agreement you signed. Are you not a man of your word or something? Well, it's my fault he screwed up? It's my fault he didn't pay his bill? See, there's the problem with people in this world today. But I deal with millions and millions of people. So less than 13 turds that I had to sue last year, that's less of 0.5%. So take a picture right now. So if you want, all right, to get where you really want to go, I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. Most of you have already pissed away 50 to 100,000 in your life anyway, and you're not happy. You're 35 or 75 years old, and you're going, what do I do next? You took your picture, right? That's $45,000 for all those goodies of me. But I'm giving you up to $100,000 a month business income. That's $1.2 million. Now, if you paid it today in full, it's 20 grand. That's $20,000 right there, and you get all those goodies. But it's up to you. All right, you're going to be winning the game of business. That's our goal. What do we get to do? Now, I have this 3-day event. I'm praying it's my last and final one for this year, and hopefully for the rest of my life. I've been promised by my IT department they can run my classes from anywhere I go. That's the ultimate goal for me. So understand, 3-day event's called a summit. I'm going to train you to be a puppet master. Now, if you want it today with no bonuses, 12 months coaching, you're still going to get the 3-day summits. All right, and you're stuck with me, it's $10,000, but you don't get the bonuses. So 10 grand, it's okay, there you go. But if you don't do it today, go back to the payment situation. I've always said flat out on my webinars, if you do it during the webinar, there's your price. You wait till I'm done and you call a day later or two, they shouldn't give you that price anyway. They should have charged you the normal price. But the reality is getting people to listen is hard to do sometimes. The goal is to help everybody. Now, I'll split it and help that person in the sales department anyway. They've been talking to you. It's only fair. Now, the 3-day summit's pretty simple. I'm going to train you and teach you literally 18 book CDs for the Millionaires Founders Kit, the financial system, become the bank, buckets of money, and real estate up to $2.2 billion like I obtained. What do you get to do? Simple. It's August 29th, 30th, and 31st. Write it down. Last and final, if you're here in the room, great, or online, that's good too. If you don't do it, I'm going to say you blew it, but that's on to you. What do we do next? The goal is to get you ready for an escrow, but that's the ultimate goal for auto income. So again, to be a puppet master, that's what I'd like you to do. So I'd like you to take your picture right now. I'd like you to scan that later today. You can sign up then as well, but it doesn't have all the bonuses I'm offering now. From there, if you're tied to a specialist, they'll get credit for that anyway, or you call them right away. See, here's the goal. Getting the millionaire Lamborghini, the helicopter, and all the mansions, there's a lot of steps. 1,000 steps to millionaire. The Millionaires Founder Kit was designed that way in the first place. What do we do? Well, what I did is understand something. No one can take away the truth. I love the truth. It's like when American Success Journal followed me around and I showed them how to build $1 million of credit in basically 9 days. I did it in 6 days, period. Okay? And they dropped me off at a Target. I did it from nothing to prove my point. Just like I used to bring my cat to the Bonaventure because I built my cat $1 million of credit because he has 9 lives. Got it so far? So if we went to the Bonaventure for 32 years, that was me, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., selling the Millionaires Founders Kit for $5,000 a set. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. Here's me in my shit day. What am I doing? Laying in the hospital. I don't know. I'm helping people all over the place. But all of a sudden, my wife wants to take out the yacht, one of the yachts, if 72 people the night before, that's the middle yacht. Okay, why not? We took the yacht out, someone had a virus. They didn't tell anybody. There's me the next day. I couldn't wake up. I'm in a coma. She couldn't move me. She rushed me to the hospital. Is he dead? But his chest is moving. Okay, what do we do? She's panicking. What would you do? Well, that was 2009, the day after July 5th. She calls Ron, my district manager, and what is he supposed to do? He's supposed to come help her. Instead, he drives a U-Haul truck to the building, one technology drive Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square foot building, and goes to steal my books in my warehouse and gets caught. Now, I have 50 million people in my database. Tom, my IT manager, what does he do? He sells my phone numbers and websites to a porn site. They were the highest bidder that day. Never called the number on the CD. So the bottom line is the people around you, are they going to be for you or against you when you're going to die? The blueprint is success, because I want you to learn to plan to die anyway, because an irrevocable trust has to protect you and your family. So we're going to learn the 18 books and CDs. You go to this, it's very simple. I'm going to charge you $5,000. I'm going to give you $50,000 of credit. Simple. All right? The credit would cost that, or the boot camp would. Well, let's get both for the same price. There you go. If you turn around and you don't want to go in person, and you don't want basically the credit, no problem. All right? It's $1,999. It's kind of a giveaway. Take your friends and family and party at home. No drinking, but maybe a soda and some chips, and watch me for 3 days. Change all of your lives at the same time. What do we do? It's free if you wanted to partner with me. All right, and you get into that partner program. Again, picture and scan. Now, I love Zelle. Your bank's bought Zelle on July 6, 2022, no problem. I don't have to pay that fee, that 3 to 5%. My daughter gets her nails done, and it depends on what's $5, and they want 3 to 5% just to use a card. Are you crazy? Yes, that's the fee. Now, here's the goal. We're online right now. You can call 800-254-9506. You use a card, anything you want today. Talk to a specialist. Let them write it all up and away. They get to win. The ultimate goal at the end of the day is for you to be helped by me. I haven't had a paycheck for 40 years. I don't want one of those. Why would I want one of those? I don't have a personal bank account. Why would I do that? See, I don't understand the way people do things, and I've been training people for 49 years. If you need to use a card, email me. There's my email address too. What do we do? I believe today if I rebuild your credit, rebuild what do you got to, 750 score. All right, here's 700 from a 479. Here's a 635 to an 828. If I do this, I believe you're going to screw it up again. See, the problem is your lack of knowledge is our stupidity, and we're not stupid people, but we follow stupid. So in other words, if you're going to screw it up like you've done 10 times already, why don't we do it differently this time? Let me blueprint you. That means past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. You have a tax lien or bankruptcy. Did you ever mess up Chase or American Express because they don't forgive you? I need to know these things. Family, corporation, 18 divisions. See, we got to plan for the future. And let me rebuild it, because right now you've been having reruns all your life. Today, you did the same thing yesterday, the day before, and probably tomorrow too. But that's on you. Division process. Irrevocable trust. Spend $30. When you die, your friends and family aren't stuck in the probate. See, you didn't plan to die, which you should always plan everything you do. I mean, I was told I overplan everything. Car, that's a division. Okay? So house, that's a trust. What do we do? Auto income, cash flow for you per time. A blueprint call of me is going to be really about $2,000, the ultimate goal. If you get a discount with it because you did it here, it's $9.99. Let's understand. I'm $3,000 an hour for the last 45 years and $25,000 a day. Okay, because I want to help you every step of the way. But again, that's just a normal situation. So if you wanted a blueprint call today, it's very simple. It's $9.99. That's the ultimate goal. From here, what do we get to do? It would be free, the blueprint call, if you partner with me. But it's up to you again. What is our ultimate goal? Winning the game of business. There's that Zelle situation. There's the phone number to the office. Again, 800-254-9506. We have some great specialists that'll help you every step of the way. But again, it's up to you what you want to do. The ultimate goal is getting through the process to help you every step of the way. And that's what we're trying to do every step for you as well. So the ultimate goal is very simple as we're playing the game of business. And that's the ultimate goal as we play this game. So understand, I want you to win this time. I don't think you've been winning the most of your life. Sorry to say, but it's true. Please listen very carefully, okay? Your banks, okay, bankrupt locations, okay? You have entitled to 3 divisions of you. You have the ability to have 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. That's what I've been saying for 40 years, but that's just how I feel. So we get to play the game to win. Banks, bankrupt locations, branch numbers, Sam's Club, Walmart, Geico, cities. So let's understand, your first goal for you and your family is to stop bringing the pain home. Stop bringing the pain home. Become that certified CFO. Reprogram your brain into millionaire status through the corporation. As we play this game, look behind that curtain every step of the way. What do we get to do? I was 12 when I wrote this. All right, I literally sit down, I'm at the library, Torrance Library, next to the Torrance Police Department, and I kept writing, going there almost every day. I wrote down, if I see it, I'm thinking to myself, I can believe it, I can go get it, and that's what I always did. It works for me. You might want to try it for you. Now, here's the problem. If you have a corporation today, you're probably using your home as your officer's list. It's called stupid, because it's public record. Next, you might be using a mailbox, etc. Then you have a shared office space. You cannot bill credit to a mailbox, etc., or shared office space, so you're going to have to understand have a real address and location. My clients have the ability to use my office address here as their own address, period. Not shared office space, it's your address to use for credit purposes. It actually enhances the credit you're trying to build. And now you can say you have an office in California, wherever you are as well. So that's the goal, but it's up to you. You can sign up today if you want to. What do? It's very simple. You can call 800-254-9506, talk to Julia. She's in charge of that program. If you want to use my office address, okay, you can actually scan it and sign it up too. And no, it's not free, because we also do a registered agent fee. We also have mail forwarding, all kinds of things for you. But the goal is building credit to the address as well, because that's how you separate your division process. So there's your scan. Check it out. Call Julia right away. Now, understand, please, there's only 10 applications to play with, only 10. The rest, I'm going to tell you as an affiliate, they all suck. That's just my opinion. And you're going to have these two as well. Why? They don't fluctuate. You need $100,000 of personal credit for safety. You need $1 million of credit for the corporation and for every division. See, that's how you multiply credit and get the American dream. You finance your way. You turn around and you get up to $62 million like I have of corporate credit. And you finance the American dream. It all sets the taxes. So if we play the game, understand, I don't want you to think. The more you think, I think you'd screw it up. I'd like to give you your daily list, your weekly, your project list. I'd like to tell you what to do. I don't want you to think. I just want to turn you into $1 million corporation. Hit the light with my head. Ow, ow, ow. If I can touch it, I can kick it. See, that was my mindset. I like goodies. You like goodies? Lamborghinis, mansions, and millions and billions of dollars. To the corporate structure, of course. I'm not rich. I'm not stupid enough to say I'm rich. Those people are acting stupid. They're confusing everybody. I'm rich. Now they're all telling people what to do. I can tell you the story behind every one of them. All right? Because there's a lot of BS right there, too. Me, since a little boy, what do I always say? Always good. They're being nosy. How are you feeling, little kid? None of your business. Always good. I never let someone steal my peace. Thank you, Jesus, for that, too. What do? Today, you could have made $1,000. Why didn't you? I mean, could you imagine? All right, let's say today you lost your job. Have an oh shit day. Have a garage sale. I did 12 of them in Huntington Beach after a coma. I got cited 3 times. Drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Okay, that's what you need to do. You could have referred 5 people today to me. You'll scan it here, log in those referrals from you. They're going to ask you in that system, would you like a Zelle, check, or a store credit? I had Billy actually get to $1 million corporation in his personal life from being homeless and on the street, and now he has the ability to have the American dream. All he did is referral base. Rags to riches. Everybody's got a sad story. When I was a little kid, no one gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit. Okay? All right? And they always think someone does. For me, they never did. No one was there to help me at all besides God and me. So today, I'd like you to take a picture here. See, let's say all your credit cards are jacked up. You're stuck. No bankruptcy, no debt consolidation crap. You take supply credit here and you turn it into cash. Usually about up to $51,000. There's the goal. If you're military or someone in your family, all right, I can get you an access code for Navy. I got mine because I got sucked into a government program as a kid when I was 14 and a half, Orange Coast College. I never went to high school. It would have been a waste of my damn time. So we'll take a picture here. You see, your corporation is going to be done in Bradstreet. Take a picture. See, I'm going to help build your credit scores for you, corporation division, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, even done in Bradstreet. So you scan it later today, we'll set it up right away. This is Analytical 750, the greatest dashboard on planet Earth, by the way. We get to play. So if you got a collection item, understand something, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. Next, we had to think you have an IRS problem. You haven't filed your tax returns, guess what? Don't go to prison like Wesley Snipes did and pay him he had to pay 18 million bucks. His stupid attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California kind of screwed him over. IRS.gov. See, they have a magic form for you. It's called a 650-6433A and B. See, I want to rebuild your life like Humpty Dumpty. I, Ray Reynolds, am the one that came up with the concept and the ability to do the 25 and 29% rule when I trained Ken Yarborough, TRW and Experian. He was security chief. Every card has a fluctuation. Never use more than 25-20% ever. Okay, and keep the oldest card you got. These don't fluctuate. I believe you jacked up the wrong damn card and screwed it up. I believe you've been dragging that shitty credit around for 3 to 6 years anyway, and let's rebuild you the right way. Aren't you tired of being ripped off by those credit repair flakes anyway? But it's up to you. See, credit repair is a fraud. Well, what do we have to say? I didn't say it. The federal government said it. If you just type Section 611 today in Google, it'll take you right here. That's all you got to do. What can you do for yourself? Now, for 30 years, I made a book available to everyone. I wrote all the letters going back to the creditor and the credit bureau and everything else, how the system was worked, how you can reverse and rebuild credit. So guess what it's called? Winning the Credit Game. It's been a free download. I've watched people use it on TikTok all the time and sell up and away. Get it for free. Take a picture of this, please. Send it to all your friends and family. Say, Ray Reynolds wants you to understand your personal credit. Here you go for free. There you go. You like free? Now, understand, if you have a debt problem, I created something called Debt Crisis Intervention. The Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, understanding your rights. No one's teaching this stuff. I teach all this all the time. Saturday's got 5 to 6 classes at least, but it's up to you. Scan it, take a picture, send it to your friends and family. Now, Analytical 750, they have all 3 dashboards, Experian, TRW, and Equifax. See, Bank of America is going to look at Experian, so does Chase. All right, so does Wells Fargo. So when you get this, sorry, I was going to say half-assed job from Credit Karma, they have 2 bureaus and not Experian, no phone number to help you. That's kind of a lousy job, in my opinion. What do we have here? Analytical has Experian, so I can go get a line up to Chase card. Chase is 0% interest up to 22 months, personal and business. Is that okay? It's kind of like free money. Scan it, take a picture, please. Sign up today. I'm endorsing them every step of the way, but it's up to you. Now, I want them to fire Credit Karma. I want them to charge you $25 a month, that's it. I want you to realize they're part of the black web too, and they basically, that LifeLock things, be careful. They were indicted 6 times. The last indictment they had was over $100 million. They kind of lied. That's a federal indictment, by the way. So what do we get to do? Analytical is going to charge you $25 a month and call you every 46 days. They're going to be on the phone going, do this, now. See, you need someone to tell you what to do and to push you through the process and push you through the pain. That way you can gain good credit anyway. Now, their next phase is the Experian, TRW, and Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet reports for business. So that app does it all for you. Take a picture, scan it, and guess what you get to do today? You get to understand all the things you've been missing all along, connecting the dots. I'm going to tell you, for me, plan the problem every time. You didn't plan the problem, you got your assets kicked. Kind of sucks. Chapter 18, I'm not here to be an attorney. I was lucky being used and abused as a kid. That's not the lucky part. I listened what they said at that poker game. They said a corporation's a legal person. I was 7 and a half. Rode my bicycle the next day to the Torrance Police Department, library next door. Man, what does this mean? See, I was reading up to 15 books a week, memorizing everything I could. But what did I do? I'm talking like I'm 20 or 30 and only 7 and a half. You go, what? You see, it may sue or be sued. Like I told you earlier today, I want you to look at 17983 right there. Corporation not required to file a fictitious business name. Where's my options? All right, the problem, they didn't finish writing the law there. I knew something was wrong at 9 and a half years old. My first corporation cost me $10. What did yours cost? Hey, you didn't learn diddly squat. $10. All right, I mailed the money order. Simple. All right, from there I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. See, back then everybody got credit in the mail without applying for credit, personal business. I got named in the movie Dave as well. All right, from there, guess what we get to do? I got basically named in a lawsuit. I'm 12 and a half, I started the Orange County Blind Center. And I was named in a damn lawsuit, Carl and I. Simple what we get to do. What happens next? See, the goal was to never bring the pain home. We used the word Braille. It belonged to Braille Institution. Didn't know any better yet. What do we do? The lie. Your biggest lie is you. All right, this one on TikTok, I love it. If your corporation has a problem, bankrupted, just get another one. Why don't that guy just go all day long saying I'm stupid? You guarantee the car, you guarantee the credit card, you sign the lease of a building, corporation files bankruptcy, automatic stay, federal protection, okay, they still come get you. You're the duck and the sheep. Bah! Even that ding-dong with the cowboy hat. Oh, he knows everything. Sorry, I looked him up. He didn't have a pot to piss in. So your problem is very simple. Listening to the truth will set you free, but it's up to you. 3 divisions of you can protect you. You have 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. See, you could have used tax ID every step of the way because you only get 1 SSN, but it's up to you. So if we repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, there's the goal. I want you to take today the time, scan, and let me send you the invitation for classes tomorrow. Tomorrow, you can go to class all day long, all day. Goal setting, especially tax balancing, level 1, 2, 3, and more. But if you don't let me give you permission to send you the link, I'm kind of can't do it. So again, when we told you to scan that at the beginning of the day, hopefully you did that. Or you call the office right away, and someone will send you the link to get some goodies. You're stuck with me the whole darn day. Isn't that fun? What are we going to do? We're going to play because we're going to win the game of business. Here's what you did. It's only the truth. You went and sit down at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. Let's jack up the credit. Let's drop the score. Let's get stuck. Can't get any more. Let's hawk the house. Let's bring the pain home to you and me and being stupid. Well, that's what you did. You jacked up the wrong damn card. What's wrong with you? I didn't know any better, Ray. You didn't get off your assets and research me. You should have. There's your problem. Your goal is to never bring the pain home, but it's up to you. So if you want to get the $1 million maker, you and I work together. Got it? We're going to accomplish the goal together. So that's the ultimate goal. What do we get to do? So let's think. If I take any type of corporate credit, this 12 million, all right, all these $1 million are cards over here and all this here, or the one over here and over here, whatever. If I take borrowed money, because it's not taxable, and I invest into business, I'm buying my lifetime income. The one you've been driving by your whole life. The Wendy's, the storage unit, the Jack in the Box, which I bought my first when I was 19. Storage unit. I don't understand. Why are you driving by with the opportunity and never thinking about it in the first place? What's wrong with you? I don't understand that, but it's up to you. So I want you to write down manageable debt, 100,000 of personal, 100,000 of business, and auto income. By that time, I'm going to help you multiply it into $1 million for the corporation. And then I'm going to teach you how to leverage money. Got it so far? We're going to play for long term. Now a special pricing again for you. 1987, I created a dashboard that allows me to put a name or a person or a tax ID or SSN and create a credit file. It allows me to create an instant Experian, Challenger, and Equifax file ready to play with credit. But again, it's up to you. If today you want 100,000 of credit, okay, the office is going to charge you 10%, no problem. There you go. The office earlier today was doing it for $8,000, giving you a little discount. Now what's going to happen today is pretty simple. If you did it today, the extra discount because you're online with me is $5,000 for 100,000. Got it so far? Now that's 100,000 for you. How about we get 100,000 for the corporation? Now I've told nobody about this today, and it's only today because it's August 1st. So let's understand something today. You need 100,000 for auto income and also for your personal life. So we actually need 200,000 of credit. Extra discount. This is now, and it's only offered today, August 1st. It's only offered while I'm on the webinar. And if you don't do it, then you blew it. Simple. $4,999, August 2nd, August today. That's it. Supposed to say the first. Okay, there's a typo. All right, first time ever offered. It's true. I'm going to give you basically $200,000 of credit if you Zelle 5,000 now. 200,000. But if it's not done now, call the office. All right, use the card, use 5%. But if you don't do it today, you're going to blow it. Then they're going to charge up to 10. It's up to you again and again. What do? It's a Zelle only at that price. Zelle only. There's a Zelle. You don't have Zelle, it's easy to set up. No problem. Call the office now, 800-254-9506. If it's not done now, sorry, I'm not going to offer it after today. It's the first time thing I've ever offered that way anyway. It's a ridiculous price. But again, the goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. There's my goal. What do we get to do? There's a Zelle. Okay. Here's the phone number once again. Call the specialist now, 800-254-9506. You see, I like goodies. Since I didn't have a mommy and daddy trying to help me, I had to do it on my own between God and me. For me, my goodies were my trophies. I could say, hey, I did good. I did good. And that's the way I measured everything. So today, your ability is getting to 750 score in 90 working days if you do what you're told to do. And I get to analyze every one of you. That's right. Nobody in this company has ever been analyzed besides through me. The analyzation, you have, they help in the system, but the presentation, it's me and you and me, period, today or tomorrow. Now, I'm going to tell you you're going to sign an agreement because you will. It's a statement of guarantee. I'll guarantee that you will get to a 750 score, all right, if you do what you're told to do. If you screw it up, please don't try to blame me like those 13 shitheads last year. Say that loud, turds, I should say. Had to sue every one of them. I don't like people who lie. You sign an agreement to be part of the program. You guarantee not to apply for credit during the program, crash your wrapper, rescore, and kill the history added, and you're basically not going to jack up your cards. Every one of those 13 turds did that and screwed it up 5 times or more. So again, all right, if you screw it up, blame yourself, do not blame me. Because I will violate you, I will charge you a fee, or I'll close your case. That's just the truth. What do? There I am in that coma. What would you do when you basically were in a coma and hearing everything around you? It's freaky, it's weird. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Okay, very simple. When I died at 5:41 on July 5th, the heart stopped and went flatline. I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. The moment I said go back because my wife's falling apart, the machine went beepity beep. The nurse dropped her clipboard and she yelled, "He's alive." I wish I could have went boo, but I couldn't do that day. Oh, well. So sad story, we all got one. Who cares? Nobody does at the end of the day. Moved 24 times until I'm 11 and a half years old. Hell, I've been shot 3 times with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times too. I'm still here to help you, but it's up to you to follow through. Today, write it down. Here's your checklist. Here's an assignment for you. You're going to have to do everything I tell you to do if you want to play with me. It's only my way or no way. You're going to get out your driver's license today. You're going to get out your basically registration of your car. You're going to get out your insurance papers. You're going to change all of those to a P.O. box or mail-in address like mine. Mine's always been P.O. box. Why would you give a stranger in a bumpity bump of the police officer your home address where you live? Have you heard of the Privacy Act? Change it today. If you want, change it to my address in California if you're doing mail forwarding anyway. There you go. Now, I accomplished my goal. I have no excuse like most people do. What do? I met him 3 times in my life. Didn't realize he was grandfather. All right, I said, hey, you got the last name as my grandmother. He didn't say anything at all. My grandfather won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics in Los Angeles. They called him Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. They made a movie after him. Hell, to me, he looks like Al Capone. Well, what can you say? He didn't give a shit about me either, too. Plan the problem. Analyzation, always. Wrapper rescore, always. What do? We get you cards at $5,000 to $10,000 plus wrapper rescore. If you need to have your credit rebuilt the right way, all you have to do is literally talk to a specialist. They'll design and customize for you. And they're going to have the dispute department, which is the analyzation, and the paralegals go after your credit and correct it for you anyway. But again, it's going to be up to you. This is $1,500 to get this done, by the way. And because it's education, it's a write-off as well. So what do? Well, online with me, you get a discount of $500. It's $9.99. Then the goal is to never bring the pain home. See, I've got to get you ready to be a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. If you have a corporation today, let me play with that one with you and add divisions and process and credit. So what do? We analyze, we add history and pop credit right away. For $2,500, I'm going to give you $25,000 in credit and rebuild your life my way. That's 10 times more than your investment. It's better than being in Vegas. But today what happens? Very simple. For $19.99, because I give you a $500 discount on that, you get to save money. There you go. There's your Zelle, or call the specialist. The goal is to customize you because you're all different anyway. Calling the specialist, 800-254-9506. So understand today, do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no, please. Would you like to be a millionaire corporation? Say yes. There's the goal. Because you have a corporation with 9 divisions. That means we take one card and we go 9 more times. There's $1 million. That's the goal. 9 locations of something as well. My problem in the late 80s, I had a big problem. I have $53 million of credit cards. They're shrinking my limits. I'm scaring the crap out of me. I went back to the library and found C-191D. Allows a corporation to loan out money privately. My next book was called Buckets of Money. I created a matrix of $4.6 million. I loaned out buckets at $10,000 each. For every 10,000, I got notes back from them because I created Homestead Blocker. You see, she went and chatted a mortgage for $240,000. The notes were over $1.1 billion, by the way. But that created $190,000 a month. See, when there's a problem, I always create a solution. That's the goal. If there's not one, I'll create it, whatever is legal to do, but it's up to you as well. We get to play my way. I believe we're raising children nowadays that think they're privileged to everything. I'd like you to have a division for your son and daughter, if you would please, son and daughter. I'd like you to train them, all right? I'd like you to do what I do for my kids. You see, these are courtesy checks for my 17-year-old and my 11-year-old son. They have 800 scores plus, and they have their own little business as well. I've been training all 6 of my children since they were born. I incorporated them the first year they were born too. When I die, they don't get anything. They get to take over everything. That way there's no taxation. Help your grandkids and granddaughters. What do you think? Let's start them out right this time, but it's up to you. So if you want a division today, give me a name of a person or a company, wherever you want it to be, add it to my system, add 2,000 in history, and that'll start a credit file called Experian, Treasure, and Equifax. I don't need tax ID until I ask for, all right, separating billing. So again, what do? We have to play. Each division with tax ID and history is $1,000. You want 3, you want 9, you want 12. These are discounted prices today for you. So maybe you want to take those 3, 9, or 12 and get started up and away. It's up to you. If you did it today, all right, during the webinar, I'm going to double the numbers. 3 is 6, 9 is 18, and 12 is 24 now. But that means you need to call the specialist or Zelle something right away. If you do Zelle today, you save 10% on top of that. But it's up to you. There's your Zelle. There's the phone number to the office ready for you now. 800-254-9506. There's a lot of information, but I want to make sure today we cover it all so you understand what you should be doing tomorrow. You should be playing with me through the whole day. Corporation's a legal person. It's right there. It's Chapter 18. I'm not here to be an attorney. Goal is goodies. When they told me loan to value problem, I didn't like it. I got 21 cars. Why the hell would I have that? But they're not my cars, but I got the keys. See, that's called a car collection. We got a choice to have the goodies. But today I want you to understand something. We have a problem. Problem is when I analyze you and look at your credit files, it doesn't tell me the type of card. So let's write down type of card. If you have a Capital One, is it a Platinum? Is it Quicksilver 1? Is it Venture 1? Is it a Spark card or something? See, this is where you have to be part of the program. You're going to call your specialist, and you're going to talk to them, and communication is the key. Did you ever screw American Express or Chase? I need to know that too, because they don't want to forgive you ever. A division of you will solve that problem. I created Rapid Refresh and Rapid Scoring 45 years ago, by the way, for mortgage companies and all kinds of stuff. Here's 93 points in 3 days because they did what they're told to do, but it's up to you. See, a Rapid Refresh blocks crappy credit. If you do what you're told, all right, it's about 715 above, but it costs about $500 for one of those for 90 days. So what do? Let's say today you need an expedite. You want it done now. Okay. We'd have to expedite it. What do we have to do? That's 45 working days, by the way. It's $1,000. It's expensive. But it will give you 100 points. Okay? It's like this client here got 144 points. All right? But they waited the 90 working days. Okay, 156. So I guess they didn't have to pay the extra money. That's good. But again, there was no guarantee to do that, but we did it for them anyway. So we get to play. There's your Zelle. Phone number to the office right away. Today, you're going to basically hear me tell you exactly what you need to do. Now, don't get mad at me when I tell you the truth and your credit sucks. Your credit limit sucks. You did this and that wrong. I'm just going to tell you the truth. That's just the way it is. We get to play. We get to solve your problems if you want me to. So if you Zelle at $9.99 today, we'll increase your credit limit to $10,000 more. We'll put you in classes all through the day on Saturday as well if you want. We get to play the game to win, even the tax ID. So if you want more credit, you just call your specialist or use Zelle $9.99, get another $10,000. Simple. That way you get 10 times your investment. What's a corporation again? What's right there? Chapter 18, public record. Okay. I'd like you to take a picture of this today. I would like you to realize if you bought a corporation, you kind of blew it. You pissed away money, sorry to say, but it's true. You paid the filing fee, you didn't learn diddly squat. Take a picture. All right, that's articles for any state you want today, all right? Any state, they're free. You pay a little filing fee. Then you play with me and I'll teach you the rules and tools if you want. Send it to everybody you know. All right, why not? But again, you've got countdown right now. It's August 1st. And what do we get to do now? Take a picture here, because if you're going to need credit to the corporation, we want supply and vendor. So this is Dun & Bradstreet. Take a picture and scan it. Analytical750.com is going to help you get you Dun & Bradstreet as well. There you go. Now, remember, supply credit can turn into $51,000 of credit to get rid of your debt to ratio problem. Next, if you're part of military, you can get an access code for Navy. If not, maybe a family member, thank you for your service. I took Torrance, who's 550 score, jacked up on everything, got him $20,000 credit card so he can help balance his debt. So you can only do two things on a credit card that's jacked up. Increase the limit or pay it down. That's the only thing you could do. Simple, because we need to win the game of business. Today, I want you to think about credit reports under tax ID. Credit reports under tax ID. Here's number 5762. We don't give away your name because that would be embarrassing to you. So what do we get to do? Number 5762. I look at everybody getting to millionaire. That's just me. Okay, you're a rebuild. It's $10,000 of credit. They didn't put the agent, who's the specialist here, but again, yours 5762. You can call the office and find out who your specialist is, or they'll probably watch this and tell you anyway. Here we have some collection accounts. Rapid would go around the collection accounts. You're 532 and a 530 across and nothing in here. The reason you have no score usually on Experian is because there's an address problem somewhere. We'll look through the system, see if we can correct that for you too. Now, we're gonna ask you a question. Did you ever score American Express or Chase? We need you to tell us that. Tell us that, please. Now, Kick and Chime, their founders came out of my boot camp in 2008, by the way, if you don't know that. Self's the same thing. But again, you don't need to put money in something. Understand something today. You have 3 people on TikTok and on YouTube and Google, and they keep saying one thing. You need a Capital One secure card to start your credit file. That's called stupid, by the way. I usually get someone $2,000 to $5,000 of credit, literally with no file at all. And if you have a problem, you don't let me do that, I'm going to tell you to get an Open Sky card. You see, Capital One will give you an inquiry. That's bringing your score down, not up. OpenSky.com. Put $200 on it, spend $25 if you need to do it that way too. No inquiry. So here we have things at 29, 28%. Okay, no problem. Well, what we have to look at is what do we need to do? Okay. These collections just hit you on 7, 8. Then they might be hitting you again and again and again if they haven't charged it off. We got to block them, but the actual reality is to get them to kill the debt and get rid of them, because that might be holding you back today. But again, the credit score, you're okay on the utilization, by the way. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we need to know that too. Now, number 6219, you're a rebuilt. You're a rapid rescore. Brandy is one of our supervisors for the floor. She's your specialist. Okay. You have no inquiry. Please keep it that way. Inquiries would kill the rapid rescore history and you'd be in a violation. You have a Capital One that's in collections. You see, what I don't understand is the bill on that was only like $30. But you let it get screwed up. We're going to go around it and I'll get you another Capital One. I did it for someone earlier today. It was kind of fun. So what do? Here we have a Credit One bank. 157%, 158. Wow. Here's your problem. You have a $500 card. Luckily, it's not a big one. We can bring it down to 29% if you go on their dashboard, look under offers, they'll increase the limit. Usually Credit One gives you the Visa, the MasterCard, the Red, and nowadays they're trying to offer you the combo card too. So we can reduce the debt. The Merrick Bank, no problem, increase the limit as well. See, like I said earlier, you have crappy limits, they suck. They need to be $5,000 to $10,000. Trying to balance a card like that is impossible. But we need to do something right away. So understand something. This person for Rebuild and Rapid, Brandy's your specialist. If you allow me to do my job and you do what you're told to do, In 4 months, you'd have a 740 score. And I could get you up to $1 million of credit if you listen and learn and follow through. Any problem, American Express or Chase, once again, let us know. Here's 6218. Okay, you have no inquiries, please keep it that way. Please don't screw up what I'm doing. You all right? You get a rebuilt and a rapid rescore. Chris is your specialist. You get 10,000 of credit. Okay, no problem. So you're going to get usually 10 times your investment anyway back. I'm the only one on planet Earth that's been doing that for 49 years, by the way. So no inquiries, you're in the 600s, okay? Now here's our problem. Citibank is at 74%. Remember, you have to increase limits or pay them down. So we have basically this other one at 66, 62, 27, on and on and on. Why don't we take the bottom cards here and take some of those 29% rules and tools, and let's go after the top cards. Let's balance the debt. You're jacking up all of it in the wrong direction. The other thing is you can call those creditors and increase your limits right away as well. You have a Chase card, that's great. Just don't screw them up. Any problem, American Express or Chase, you have both of them on your dashboard. You're not even using the American Express for the $1,000. But again, what do we have to do? Let's rebalance the score by basically balancing the debt to a ratio to 29%. I guarantee if this person would do what they're told to do, that's $100,000 of credit for them and their corporation within 4 months or less. But then they just have to do what they're told. Okay, that's the ultimate goal right here. Any problem, American Express or Chase, it's right there. You have both cards. Okay, the answer is no. Here's 6216. You're 486. It sucks. Is that the only way to say it? It sucks. What can I say? Jake's your specialist. Okay. You're below 500. The worst score we had during the pandemic was a 240, someone coming out of prison. He now has an 8010. Okay, no problem. An 810. So let's look. We're 194%. Luckily, they're all shitty limits. Isn't that terrible? Sorry to say that. So the credit one is $600. Increasing the limit or bringing it down would be easy. Here's a person that's actually stressing themselves out, jacking it up when they don't need to. They could balance this pretty quick. Capital One, you can go online to the dashboard. It says like you're going to make a payment. I want, click it. Opens another page, second to the bottom, increase your limit. Change your projections and they'll change it every 46 days usually. What do we get to do? So let's balance this. Can you imagine? Here's a person that's a rebuild only. They're 486. See, to me, it's always been a challenge. I want to get them to 750 in 4 months or less. All we have to do right now is keep them in a rapid rescore and reduce that debt to ratio of 29%. And I'll guarantee you would have a 740 score right away. But again, it's up to the person. Here's someone on the old dashboard, 5937. Okay, no problem. You want 105,000 in credit to you in a rebuild. And then you used to be Priscilla. Now Priscilla, about 2 weeks ago, decided to be a stay-home mom because her husband said she could now, they could afford so. So she's home staying home with the kids. That's good. All right, now here we got 73 points we lost, 27 we lost. So in other words, you did an inquiry, you jacked up something, you jacked it up. So here when we look at something. We're at 551. I'm pushing you up and away, and you get to the 630, and all of a sudden you have two inquiries. One Main and Desert Finance. Those inquiries crashed your rapid, dropped your score, now you got stuck. So we have to rebuild it again. So there's the direction in that new up and down show. So you got a new American First Credit Union, okay, new account. So we have to balance this debt. Let's look. Capital One's $1,000. It sucks. Increase the limit or pay it down. Discover 1,000. 43 and another Capital One. See, all this here can be increase the limits, bring down the score, or bring down the utilization and push it up and away. Here's a person that literally, if they would listen and learn that 105,000 would be easy to go get. That's about a 90-day situation for them. But you got to stop applying for credit and violating the rules. You did that, I didn't do it, so don't blame me, please. So all of a sudden here we got these pieces here. Balancing that problem. American Express or Chase, did you screw it up at all? Let me know. Because I need to know that because I want to position certain cards for you. The goal is getting the best cards on planet Earth. This is number 6018. It's a rebuild. It's a rapid rescore, $5,000 card, okay? 5,000. George is your specialist. So we have to rebuild you, do rapid, block crap if there's crap, and get you 5,000 in credit. Your score's all over the place, 684, 718 and 690. Okay, no problem. No inquiries, please keep it that way. Now, what do we have? Here we have a credit one that you can increase the limit just going to the dashboard under offers. The rest of the cards are low limits anyway. They're all crap. I'm sorry to say, but they're crap. These need to be increased or replaced with $5,000 to $10,000 cards in the future. But at least you have Victoria's Secret. Okay, that's good. All right, so the goal is very simple. So balancing that debt and understanding how to play the game, we can get your score up and away. I can get you to 750 in 90 days. All right, what would that do? Let's go get 100,000 of personal credit for you and the corporation. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we need to know that. Here's 5829. Your MIM. If you see MIM, that's millionaire in the making. 25,000 of credit. Brandy's your specialist. Okay, no problem. She's the floor supervisor anyway. She's one of the best that we have. All right. So here we have 616, 622, no address. It's our score in the beginning. Probably an address correction. This person here should go after 100,000 of personal and business simultaneously because it speeds up the process, because the goal is that's what they want in an MIM. Now you have a U.S. credit card, you have $1,800. If they don't get rid of it, we might have you negotiate a couple of dollars or two to kill the debt. What do we have? Oh, we have a PayPal, jacked up 101%. You have Navy. Oh, good. Please don't screw up Navy, please. Listen very carefully. If I line you up for Navy, you can get up to $50,000 in line of credit and credit cards. The goal would be very simple, up to $80,000. But I have to line you up for that. But I don't do that for people unless they're in coaching or something. So the reality is you might want to talk to Brandy about that too. The debt to ratio is what's hurting your score right now. It's jacked up. Navy, I could probably get your card right away. But let's understand something today. It's very simple. That 627 could be a 750. But if we're going to work our tails off and do this the right way, that should be 100,000 of you and the corporation as well. But again, please never screw up Navy. Thank you for your service, or whoever served that gave you that access code too. Up to you. Any problem, American Express or Chase, let us know. That was 5829. Here's 6129. 6129. Now look, we got it up 23 points, 74 points, 74 points across the board. There's no inquiries. They have a collection account for $596. If it doesn't go away, I'm going to tell you to pay the damn thing off or negotiate it to kill the debt because it's in your way. Understand something. You start at 553, now you're going up and away, 74 points. Junior is your specialist, okay? One of our guys, it's new, and he's learning how to play the game too. Rebuilt, 10,000 of credit, no problem. Now, we're going to ask you, and you have any American Express or Chase problems. We need to know that. See, by the way, you have no credit. So here, let's watch. This is great. I love it, proving my point. Today, you have no credit at all. You have a collection item, and when Rapid pushed you up, 74 freaking points with no credit. Wow. See, Rapid works pretty good. So I need to pop you some credit and understand the rules. I need to give you 3 starter cards. They could be anywhere from $500 to $1,000+. Then I want to get you bigger cards after that as well. But we've got to get something there because right now you have nothing. That is 6129. Now here's 5108 or 5101, 5901. 5901. It's a rebuild. It's a rapid. It's 25,000 of credit. Priscilla's your specialist. I got you up 91 points on Experian. You dropped 10. You dropped 37. You see what you did to your own file. You kind of screwed it up. Let's see what we get to do to put it back on track. So here we have 5901. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. Here we have one card. Sorry. I was going to say one shitty card. That's what it is. All right, 99%. Let's do this. On their dashboard, look at offers. I can show you how to increase the limit to bring down the debt to ratio to about 29%. If you did that right away, that would pop you up to 710 right away too. But again, you want 25,000. Okay, let's get 100,000. Let's do this the right way, please. 5901. If you haven't been assigned to a specialist, you'll call Chris or you'll call Brandy, and they'll make sure they take care of you as well, because Priscilla did go home to stay home, take care of the kids. No problem with that. So again, what we need to do, any problem, Air Express or Chase, we need to know that as well. Here's 6211. Okay, oh my goodness, look at all the collection agency crap. We have to go around that pretty good with the rapid rescore. You started at 543, you just started the program, no problem at all. What do we have to do? No inquiries, keep it that way, please. Jake's your specialist, you're a rebuild. Okay, let's just rebuild you, no problem. Can you imagine if we rebuild your credit, what you're gonna do next? I'm sorry, but I think you screwed up enough in your life, all of you. If you don't take the credit when it's good and understand how to protect it and have that safety credit and push up and away, you're gonna blow it again and again. Credit one, offers. Go to the offers on the dashboard. 108%. Bring it to 29%. I can push this even with all that crappy, credit, collection crap. I can push you to 700 right away if you allow me to. Bring down your debt to ratio. That's all you need to do. I'm going to make sure you're in a rapid rescore. Any problem, American Express or Chase. Once again, if you Zelle $9.99 today, I'll add $10,000 in credit for you, and that's the ultimate goal. Corporation, tax ID, and go to class, not following your wallet. But again, it's going to be up to you. You can do it by Zelle. You can call your specialist right away as well. What's a corporation? It's a legal person. It's right there. I'm not here to be CPA attorney. I'm not here to give you legal advice. I'm showing you public record, what you can actually do for yourself. But again, it's up to you. Here's number 5651. All right, rebuilt, rapid 25,000 credit. Chris is your specialist. It shows you have nothing on the inquiries. Please keep it that way, please. All right, you start at 700 and you went to 596. What the hell happened here? Oh, we jacked up all the cards. Okay. So we have to play teeter-totter. Now, if you look at the American Express up there, there's no fluctuation, so it's got to be a gold or a platinum, by the way. We have to look at all these other cards. Here's a person I'd be on the phone trying to position them the right way. Do you have a Navy? You have SoFi, okay? Can we get USAA or something? So there's always a way to get this debt to ratio down. You jacked it up for what reason, I don't know, but we can figure that out as well. You have a $24,000 card. We can play teeter-totter back and forth. What does that mean? If you balance the debt, the way I would teach you how to do that, that $25,000 should be $100, by the way. That's what you should be doing today. And when you have your credit up and away, the goal is what's the next? All right, you're always going to look what's next. Opportunity, auto income. Any problem, American Express or Chase, we need to know that too. 5360, okay. It's a rebuilt 5,000 credit, George, your specialist. Well, you got 2 inquiries. So you signed up and then got 2 inquiries, Capital One and an Indigo. You probably got shitty limits anyway if they gave you the card in the first place. My dashboard helps you get bigger limits if you allow me to do my job. But again, you're basically 513 and 595, and 1 score is missing 2. So what do we got? Oh, there's that Capital One. It's a $300 shitty card, sorry to say, but it's true, and it's 115%. I mean, let's stop using the cards because it's ridiculous because you can't live on them anyway. First Premier, #1 worst card on planet Earth. Charge you $95 to use the damn card. You can increase your limit on their dashboard on the left-hand side, 4 item down, okay? Capital One, up and away. Let's get these to 29%. Can you imagine? Here's a person who's rebuilt for 5,000 credit, George Specialist. We go around this crap that is in collection. Quit doing the inquiry crap because that's what you did. And we take these and put the debt to ratio the right way. You didn't get Indigo. And we get you a 700 score and get you an American Express card. Don't leave home without it. But did you screw American Express or Chase? We need to know that. Number 5360. Now, here's 6035. We went 31 points, 31 points. Oh, across the board. Whee! I like that. I like when things actually work. You got collection crap. Okay, no problem. We go around that too. Luckily, they're not big ones. All right, you get rid of it, kill it, or charge it off or negotiate it. What do we do? Wow, you have 1 card at 4,000 at 3%. Any problem, American Express or Chase, please let us know. Here's the goal, okay? Those collections hit you, what do we need to do? Rapid rescore will push you up. You only get a $500 bonus card anyway, okay? No big deal, there's no other client. So let's rebuild here, give you $500 and say bye. See, that's the problem I have with all my clients. I know you're gonna screw up again, so I need to hold your hand so you don't do it again and again. So it's not, hi, you're done, you're goodbye. My clients stay with me for years and years and years, and even their generations of their family do that too. So let's rebuild you. Let's get a rapid rescore up and away. It's still there till 822. So let's see what kind of credit we can get you right away. Here's 5981. Okay, no problem. We went up 2 points, 13 points. The other one didn't go up at all. Okay. Here we have an inquiry for Capital One 430. All right, and then Solutions Finance. And then we have another one. Okay, it's across the board. Okay. So you went after Capital One, you got 3 inquiries. Wow. All right, that's a violation of the program, by the way. You're Priscilla's your specialist, and again, she went home to take care of babies, which I got to respect that too. We get to have fun blocking all the crappy credit. Stop the inquiries, please. Talk to your new specialist, and all we have to do here is understand. The debt to ratio is what's hurting this score. Capital One, all these other pieces. We can show you how to reduce the debt, pay it down, all right, get it down to 29%. And what would that do for you? Pretty simple. You would have that $10,000 of credit right away. Actually, you'd have up to $100,000. That's what you actually be doing today. So 5981, you should be increasing your limit of credit we're building here, adding the history. And let's get this done in 4 months or less. That's what it will take you if you listen and do what you're told to do. Also, let us know if you're part of Navy or something too. Maybe we can help you reduce some debt. You see that graph going up and down, up and down, up and down, there's the problem. I told you it's a heartbeat. You started at 555 and a 521. Okay, we got you 50 plus points. Over here we got 60 points. No problem at all. No inquiries, please keep it that way. See, this is an analyzation on credit karma, which they should be fired. This person needs to sign up for Analytical 750. That's all I got to tell you. That's what you should do. Brandy's your specialist. That, collection crap, we got to go around it. What do we get to do? Well, let's see. You got Open Sky. Remember, I told you Open Sky, $200, $25. That's all you want to do. Till I build you up and away. You have an American Express authorized user. Okay, no problem. So we have to look at it as going up and away. Did you screw American Express or Chase yourself as well? So let's go back. We're going to give them what? It says $500. Okay, let's finish the job. Let's give them $500 and say goodbye. The problem is they're going to screw it up again and again. All of you do, because you have to learn rules and tools. That's the ultimate goal. So let's understand. Here's 5249. 5249, it says MIM. What does that stand for again? Millionaire in the making. Millionaire in the making. Every one of you could be a corporate millionaire today. Brandy's a specialist, floor supervisor, 50,000 in credit, no problem. What do we have to do? You're 649, 651, 654. There's no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Now let's look. All right, Capital One card for $2,000. It's jacked up 99%. All right. It says I want, push it, next page. On the bottom, increase the limit or pay it down. They're not big limits. Here's a Credit One, you do the same thing. Let's watch. This person here, they're a millionaire in the making. If Brandy can get them to pay attention and turn these suckers up and do what I tell them to do by increasing the limit or pay it down, I'll push this client here to a 750 right away. That's right, through the rapid rescore through my system. And I'll pop them 100,000 of credit they upgrade today. Simple. But again, that's the only thing holding you back right now. No, as of now, 9/19, no rapid rescore. You need one of those too. So here's 5475. Wow, it shot up. Whee! All right, look at that. Oh, that's the one I was showing as a demonstration earlier today. See, I'm not full of you know what. I'm going to tell you the truth every time. And that's the goal. So 155 points, they had a 479. That kind of sucks. The new score is good. The old score sucks. Now here's the problem. When I popped credit earlier today for this person playing, having fun, all right, I saw some violations. I told Chris he should violate the you know what, but Chris is a nice guy. I told him I want to be a jerk. But then Brandy goes, that's not your nature, Mr. Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds. But that's just the way it works. See, you shouldn't violate and screw things up. So here we got 155 points. That person should be dancing around saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, 86 points, 119 points. Now, if they stopped the inquiry crap in the first place, they should have sealed their record on the bankruptcy. And they're going to say, no one told me, Ray. Well, you didn't do your research, did you? So here we got this collection. Now, understand, they have a Capital One collection account. See right there? I popped them another Capital One on my dashboard as an affiliate today, just for the hell of it. See, I want to build them up and away. I want to prove my point. They need 100,000 of credit, by the way. Again, all right, you got Merrick Bank. Oh, wow. All right, $1,000. These are crappy limits. Let's get you 5 to 10,000 limits. Let's get big boy and big girl cards, okay? That's the way to play the game. 4677. Look at all these damn inquiries. What did you do? Damn. Rebuilt, rapid, and 10,000 credit. Jake's your specialist. Okay. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 inquiries. Fantastic. While you have 3 collections for $10,000 plus. Good luck with that. All right. You see, we got to look at the credit you got. None of it's new. See, you got this PayPal. Wow. All right. Then we have this other Ali. See, they can balance the score, do more, 4677. Any problem with Express or Chase? So here you have a rapid and rebuilt. You want to get in 10 grand. Okay. Let's just block the crap, give them 10 grand and be done. But this person, I guarantee you've screwed it up 10 times plus in their life. Everybody does, because they don't have the rules and tools. If this person would listen, that's 4677. Knock off the crap inquiries, go around it. Got to figure out how bad you screwed up the rapid rescore in history. You might have to pay for it again. And then negotiate those things. Let's go around those things right now. What do? Reduce the debt. This person literally could shoot up to a 770 score in less than 3 months if they do what they're told to do. But then we should go after 100,000 credit. But again, that's up to this person and Jake to work it out, for heaven's sake. Here's 5602. Okay, we have an inquiry. What would you do in inquiry? You signed up at 424 and then you do an inquiry, 512. You had a bankruptcy, a chapter. Okay, that's what it says. You have 6 types of bankruptcy, 3 for you, for corporation, 4. What do we get to do? We went up and away, 24 points, 30, 21, 25. So you're above 700 score. Wow. Even with the bankruptcy in the way in the inquiry. Why would you do a damn inquiry? Oh, well. There's a 2,000, oh, that's my bad. Ow, ow, ow. I'm the one who did the inquiry. Wow. See, let's look at this. Okay? Here's a person, all right, literally has no damn credit at all. Nothing. The credit scores suck. Okay? Bankruptcy. All right? They want 25,000. Christopher's a specialist. What do? We push it up and away. That's 6202. I get him a $2,000 card. Boom. Booyah. 20%. Let's get another and another. That's a starter card. So we get 3 starter cards, so we get 5 to 10,000 up and away. Here's a person, and you probably American Express or Chase, they're only getting 25,000. See, this is the problem. They're getting 25,000 of credit. Then they're going, I want more. The problem is they need to add the history now, not after you get the first 25. See, adding history matters. That's 5602. Call Chris today, upgrade right away. That's all you need to do. All right, here's 5188. Okay? All right, it went up away a little bit. You got an inquiry of Capital One. No in our collections, that's good. No problem. Millionaire in the making, that's 25,000 of credit. Again, I don't understand 25,000s, okay? You need 100,000 of freaking credit, period. So you spread some of you in the corporate, by the time I'm done, 200,000 of credit. Why? Simple. Look at all this crap. Come on, look at it. We got one that's 5,800, the rest is all crap. Look at these limits. I need to push them all up for you. Chime's a joke in my opinion. They were at my boot camp in 2008. Why didn't we get some basically kick too? They were at the same boot camp. Okay. So let's balance the score, because we can do that right away. Any problem, American Express or Chase. And let's get you to 750 score and more. Is that okay? Let's get you 100,000 credit in 90 working days. If you don't do it, then it's on you. You blew it. That's on you too. Any problem, American Express or Chase, need to know that as well. That's 5188. So if you Zelle $9.99 today, you add it to the program, we'll give you another 10,000 of credit right away. That's pretty simple to do. The goal for me is always to give you 10 times your investment back, and you go to the workshops and have some fun with me. But again, it's up to you as well. So a corporation's a legal person, it's right there. So if we understand that and understand the rules and tools and the division process, we can actually have the American dream. You don't have a corp today, take a picture. Why? Because I want you to get your own articles for free. I've been doing that for 49 years. You pay a little filing fee. Then I'll teach you how to play the game to win. That's the ultimate goal too. You're kind of running out of some time right now. If you need to take supply credit from a corporation, turn it into cash, usually up to about $51,000. There you go. All right, if you need Dun & Bradstreet setup, you take a picture of that, you scan it, Analytical 750 will help you do that too. I want to make sure you understand you can get everything you need from us 100%. What needs to be done to get to million to billion. Cash reports under tax ID. My dashboard's set up since 1987. If you don't call the office today, you will call Monday morning after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I have a meeting every morning at 7:30 called Setting the Tone for the Day. That's the ultimate goal. We're going to ask you questions. Communication is the key. The old up and away. The goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. I think you've been doing things wrong. I'd like to help you correct all the pieces you do. I'd like you to do it my way because I turn into millionaires and billionaires. But it's up to you. The Ray Reynolds University. I love my building. 22,000 square feet building. All right, One Tech Drive, Irvine Spectrum. If you got past Betty, guess what? The back room says B of A, Chase, ADP, and also my franchise room. Classroom holds 800 people. I love my locations in Arizona and Utah and even the ones in Texas at the time. I'm changing the world. But then I got to die in a coma and come back and help you and tell you the story some more. You want to be a millionaire? The answer is no. Write it down, no. You want to be a millionaire corporation? Oh, yeah. Corporation, 9 divisions, what do? We take one card and go after 9 more. We daisy chain it the way I set it up in the 80s. We could play my way for a while if you want. That'll get you under $1,000 a month if you do what you're told to do. Special prices today, simple because you're online with me. Like I said earlier today, make sure you give us permission to let you have the links for tomorrow's class. If not, you kind of blew it, but it's on you. You don't have the link and you didn't take a picture of that scan in the beginning, call the office right away. What do we get to do? If I add $2,000 of history from my live credit cards, okay, and I add it to a division, one of your divisions, it instantly gets Experian, TRW, and Equifax credit reports. Then if I want a daisy chain credit and ask for separate billing, we can do that as well. That's the ultimate goal. So a division's $1,000 normally. Today you got discounts, 3 with or without credit, 9, all right, 12. Take your picture right there. That's the normal price for you today, okay? If you do it while we're on the webinar, I'm gonna double the numbers. 3 is 6, 9 is 18, 12 is 24. But if I'm done talking, then I'm gonna say you blew it because I'm not gonna give you the discount. From here, it's 10% if you Zelle today. Not having a mom and a father or mommy, daddy, whatever you want to call it, as a kid really pissed me off. I didn't know if I was going to have a family because I didn't want to bring that pain home. All right? Everything I went through is a lesson, and I learned the one thing to protect my family. I have 6 beautiful kids. They're all geniuses, thank God for that. Okay? The bottom line is simple. I've been training them since the day they were born. They had a corporation the year they were born. So you might want to think about training your son and daughter in business to be an entrepreneur. Okay, corporation division process. If you have grandkids and granddaughters, do the same thing. See, someone has to help them through the next generation to start out right. It'll be up to you. If you need $100,000 of credit today, okay. I've never offered this before. I'm doing it one time only today because it's the first of the month. They wanted $8,000 for $100,000 today, okay. My discount to you is $5,000 if it's done right away during the workshop only. That gives you that $100,000 of personal. Now, if you want $100,000 of corporate credit, very simple today. First time ever offered, probably last time too. $200,000 of credit today for $5,000 if it's Zelled. Zelle only. You can't Zelle? Sorry, you missed the opportunity. There's your Zelle. There's the phone number to the office as well, 800-254-9506. The Puppet Master Club started 40 years ago. You see, I think I'm a good puppet master since I started the club. Shaq's a puppet master. He doesn't make pizzas and pretzels. All right, Linda, she's a puppet master. $27 million project just on that. Warren Buffett's a puppet master. Me, I had 1,013 divisions for that, locations right there. We got to play to separate the liability too. What do? Boring and steady. All my life, I looked at boring and steady because I didn't want to really run a business and waste my time. I just want to own the business. Largest donut chain in the world, largest printing company in the world, satellite television, $100 million a year, and on top of that, having more fun too. $2.2 billion in real estate before anybody thought about that. All right, but again, what do we do? Boring and steady. There's the picture I told you to take earlier today. Hopefully you did. Print it in color. Put it on your refrigerator, your desk at work. Make it your screensaver. When you drive by that Wendy's today, look in the visor in the mirror in your car. Why the hell don't you own it? You've been driving by your opportunity all your life and just what? Didn't think? I don't understand that. You need $100,000. You're going to take a line of credit that I billed you, and you're going to decide how much to put into the escrow, and you give the escrow the money, not me. I don't want that money. I want you to be part of this to learn how to play the game to win, not give money to a bunch of people who have a bunch of what, blah, blah, blah stories. That doesn't matter. What should be is, what can you do for me? Would you like 25%, 75, or 50? Here's your checklist for doing that too, as we close the escrows. Get to an escrow with me this year. If not, by next year, you blew it. Sorry, that's on you. I don't plan on working 6 days a week after next year. It'll be number 50 for me, and I gave my wife a promise. I will retire part-time. No, I don't like the word retire. When I turned 26, I got 2.6 billion corporate structure. I thought I was get fat, ugly, and die, because I already had everything I want. No, I still want to broadcast and have some fun with people like you. So a special price today, partner with me. I'll get you where you need to go. You spent $50,000, $100,000 and pissed it away before. How about this time we go on calls every other week, go to the boot camp. Give you $100,000 of personal, $100,000 of business, subdivisions, blueprint call in 12 months with me every other week. It's normally $45,000, up and away. There you go. Today, if you paid in full, it's $20,000 with all the bonuses. There you go. If all of a sudden all you want to do is win the game of business with me, okay. All right, still get the 3-day summit if you paid in full today. I'm going to give that to you for $10,000 with no bonuses. So I'm going to train you for 12 months every other week, all right, in the partnership program, and give you the 3-day summit with me, if that was paid today. See, the goal is that 3 days is very important. That's 1,000 days or 1,000 rules and tools. You're actually going to get your hands dirty. You learn how to play to get into an escrow. August 29th, 30th, 31st. All right, scan it, get the code, pay up today, no problem, but I understand you're not going to get all the bonus offered today. What's going to happen is you're going to basically sign up right away. Okay, what do we do? If you want $5,000 in credit or $50,000, let us know. For $5,000, you get $50,000 credit today, and you get the summit for free. If all you want is the summit for 3 days, okay, $19.99. Watch online, have your family, have a party, watch me 3 days. If you partner with me, all right, that actually becomes free. But that's up to you to scan that right away today too. I'd tell you to call a specialist right away. Zell, now. Call the specialist, 800-254-9506. Want to use a card? Email you want to use the card. I'll call one of the specialists. They'll call you right away. The goal is to help you every step of the way. Blueprint call, it's an hour, partner of life. You and the partner of life for that hour have to be on the same page. I'm normally $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day for the last 45 years, by the way. So that blueprint call is $2,000. Okay, if you did it during the webinar, it's $9,990 for you, $1,000. All right, if you do the partnership, the blueprint call becomes free. That's the ultimate goal. From there, I don't think you have your time. I'm sorry. I think you let life control you. You did the same thing today, yesterday, the day before, and tomorrow morning too. Get up an hour earlier every day. I've been waking up at 2:25 every day since I was 2.5 years old. I had to get up before 2:30 so the abuser couldn't get me. My mind programmed that all along, and I wake up at 2:25 every day. I'm usually here at the office at 3:30 in the morning, by the way. I get my me time. People get to leave me alone for a couple hours. I kind of like that. So if you want to be a money-making machine, you and I are working together. But I'm going to call it boring and steady. I'm not going to make you rich. I'll guarantee you I will never make you rich. Your corporation, there's another thing. I don't have anything in my name. I'm not that stupid. So if you want a 3 months, 6 months, 12 months coaching program with me for your business, okay. I'd tell you to call a specialist right away. They'll customize a program for you. They'll customize you. And that's the goal. Call every other week too. 800-254-9506. If you ever allow me to get you the platinum card, I want you to understand that it turns into a blueprint loan. Someone said they named it after me years ago. Who knows what's true? The American Express has a blueprint loan, $250,000. What happens is, here we got people at 240, 210. I would take that to do a franchise or something, but it's up to you what you want to do for you. But you have to realize if you want that up to 250, you have to have money in and out through the bank account all the time. It actually turn it into installment loans. If you don't have it, I do. When we partner up, I can show you how to do that as well. We can play my way for a while. If I get you 250, all right, I charge you what? 10% on the back end, by the way. But the setup fee is $5,000 up front. A division of your corp under my corp and exercising the card for you. Today, if you wanted that, it's $2,000 if you sell it today. You get a discount. If you want to expedite a blueprint loan, okay, we'll do that too. But you have to be in the normal blueprint loan. You can do both at the same time. This is where we're going to tie in my bank accounts. I'm going to use you as a CFO, pop a card into my corps, and we'll use my bank accounts too. See, I got a solution for almost everything you try to do. I don't have excuses. But again, an expedited blueprint's $2,000 versus $5 today if it was done by Zelle. I want you to think seriously today. When you're building a business, do you have a UPS store or a mailbox, etc.? Shared office space that doesn't usually work? Here's a way you can have an address in California. If you're not in California, if you are, you can have the address too to protect you. I'll be your registered agent, by the way. It means if your corporation's sued, they'll serve me and I'll basically talk to you and help you. It gives you a kind of a block before they come after you. So what do we get to do? Here's an address you get to use, shared office space, all right, mail forwarding if you need to, registered agent as well. 800-254-9506, you ask for Julia. Everybody needs that address, believe it or not. It helps enhance the credit right away. That would be the goal. So take a picture right there, scan it, sign up later today. That's all you need to do. We get to play the game to win. I always tell you about Zelle and call the office, talk to a specialist. I believe you're going to need help. So I'm online right now 6 days a week. I've been for 49 years. And you got specialists willing to help you every step of the way anyway. The ultimate goal. Help me help you and help other people. The referral program, the affiliates. You can register your referrals today, get a Zelle or a check or a store credit right away. You get to win. I'm going to tell you all the time, look behind the curtain every step of the way. When I was a kid, I kept asking the grown-ups and I got no answers. If there's no solution, I created it for myself and for you. So today, we stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. I tell every one of you to Zelle, opportunity I offered today. Everything I offered today is good till 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That gives you 20 minutes to 25 minutes to talk to a specialist. They'll honor everything I offered today for you. But if it's not done by 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, the offer goes off the table. It gives you time to call 800-254-9506. Tomorrow, I'd love for you to be online with me all day, but it's going to be up to you. Hopefully you took the picture of that scan so you can give us permission to send you the link. So have a great and a blessed day. And always remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.